And, you know,
instead
of talking about real substance, real crimes that were committed last year during the election against me, you know, human rights violations by the Clinton campaign.
I've read your letter to the Department of Justice. I'm happy to talk to you about that, but I do want to clear this up because it does appear as if you were misleading. I mean, when you say no meetings,
You know, Anderson, I don't like putting my name with someone else in the campaign because I've literally been public enemy number one. I'm constantly being attacked thanks to this
so you don't want to say
false evidence.
The Washington Post, as you know, has reported that last year the FBI went to a FISA judge and argued successfully that there was probable cause to believe that you were acting as an agent for a foreign government. So my question is, were you?
Of course I wasn't, Jake. It's just such a joke that it's beyond words.
You're here in part to respond. You're here in part to respond to this brand new CNN story that broke last night with Wolf Blitzer. Let me ask the direct question. Are you aware of attempts by Russians to use you to infiltrate the Trump campaign?
Well, the beauty of that report, and that really is breaking news, and I was so excited to read it. Russia tried to use Trump advisors to infiltrate the campaign. Now, remember the headlines for many, many months. The Trump campaign colluded, or there was nefarious things going on. Now they're really reeling things back, and you know, someone is saying out there the word tried, right? And I've certainly seen a lot of tries going back for much of the last year, trying to put in false narratives over many, many months. So there certainly were many tries, and I think the dodgy dossier is the ultimate, at least from what we know thus far, the ultimate try and swing and a miss.
The FISA application says, quote, the FBI believes that Carter Page has been collaborating and conspiring with the Russian government. There is probable cause that such activities involve or are about to involve violations of the criminal statutes of the United States. The document accuses you of being a, quote, agent of a foreign power. Were you?
Jake, this is so ridiculous. It's just beyond words. You know, it's you're talking about misleading the courts. It's just so misleading going through those 400 plus page documents. You know, where do you even begin? It's literally a complete joke, and it only continues. It's just really sad.
Donald Trump is trying to link the Steele dossier with the start of the FBI probe, which became the Mueller investigation. Not accurate. We know from under oath testimony from intelligence officials.
People make up all kinds of conspiracy theories. That's been the nature of this from the get-go.
But not revealing is what fuels the conspiracy theories.
No, but this is, again, people just make things up, and it's not going to help matters.
The person at the center of the dubious allegations of the Nunes memo is someone very familiar to viewers of this program, Carter Page, who appeared on this show 3 times last year and who has maintained from the beginning, without presenting any public evidence, that he was the victim of a vast conspiracy to unconstitutionally and illegally surveil him. Now, with the Nunes memo release, that claim that Carter has been a believer in since the very beginning, that became the official conspiracy theory of the White House and much of the Republican Party. When he said something really weird that now seems, well, oddly prescient.
In the interest of really getting the truth out there, because I think when the truth comes out, when Speaker Paul Ryan says the FISA warrant or the details about the dodgy dossier and what happened and all those documents around that is going to be released, that's what I'm really excited about. And I think that the truth will set a lot of people free.
Trump's claim that the Carter Page documents confirm with little doubt that the Department of Justice and FBI failed to disclose that one of the sources of intelligence, Christopher Steele, was paid by Democrats. Now, the reality, the application clearly states that Steele was hired to conduct research regarding Donald Trump's ties to Russia, and that the people who likely conducted it were likely looking for information that could be used to discredit Trump's campaign. That's on the application.
The two versions, or this application, when the two versions of the memos were released, the Democratic version and the Republican version, who was telling the truth about what the warrant application said and who wasn't, to anyone that was really paying attention. But now anyone can go and look at this application and see that Devin Nunes was just flat out lying. The FBI told the court very clearly that it was someone who likely wanted to discredit Donald Trump's campaign who was spreading this information.